Hi there, boys and girls. My name is Miss Mary, and I am here today to read you a story and do some yoga. I hope that sounds fun for you. So if you've never done yoga before, that's okay. You will want to be in a safe space, comfortable space. I'm sure your teachers will help you, because you're going to want to be able to do a little bit of movement but not hurt anybody or hurt yourself. So when we get to that point, again, I'm sure your teachers will let you know where to stand and how far you can move. But you're going to want to stay in an area where you're not going to bother anybody else. So think about it as if you draw a big imaginary circle around your whole body, that's going to be your space. Okay? Great. So first we're just going to start by getting ready to listen. So I'm in a comfortable seat with my legs crisscrossed. And then I'm just going to put my palms of my hands, rest them on my knees. And I want you to try to straighten your back up so you're not slouched over. You're not off to the side. So the best way to do this is to take your thumb finger and your index finger and put them together like you're pinching. And then put it on the top of your head, the crown of your head. And let's pretend that there's a string on the top of your head. And you're going to use your pincher fingers and pull the string up towards the ceiling to straighten out your spine. Good. You can bring your hand back down near your knee. So you want to sit as if that string is holding the crown of your head to the ceiling. And that's going to help straighten your spine. And that just helps, number one, to strengthen your body, but it also helps to move your breath. So while you're sitting here, you probably know that your breath is coming in and out, but let's just pay attention to it for a few moments. So I want you to inhale through your nose, open your mouth and exhale it out. Good, we'll take a few more like that. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. One more inhale. Exhale. Good, you can take two more. And I'm just starting this way so that whatever you were doing before, whatever activity, or maybe you were sitting at your tables coloring or drawing, or maybe you came in from recess, but sitting like this and just breathing helps to calm us down and get us ready for the next activity. Which for us right now, we'll be reading a book together, but you can do this anytime at home or at school if you need help just calming your body down. Okay, so take one more inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Now you can stay seated like this while I read the story, okay? Or maybe you come up on your knees and sit back on your heels. But again, you want to think of that imaginary circle unless you're already seated somewhere where your teachers have said it's okay to be. But if you're on a mat or on the floor somewhere, you just want to be mindful of the student next to you, right? And give yourself space to be comfortable, but also give them space. Great. So today we're going to read a story. I'm going to read a story to you about winter. This is one of my most favorite stories. And I know we haven't had a great winter so far. We haven't had a lot of snow, but I'm hopeful that we'll get more soon. And I love the snow. So this is one of my favorite stories. This is called Snowmen at Night. Some of you may have read it. There are other snowman books, I think, too. But I love this story because it's going to take us on an adventure of what the snowmen do at night when we go to sleep after you build a snowman, and then what they do. right? So I love this story. So I'm going to share it with you today, and then we're going to take some of the activities that the snow people do, and we're going to do some yoga poses with them. Sound good? Okay, so let's get comfortable. Ready? Okay. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. There's the snowman. You can see the carrot for the nose, the hat, scarf, maybe some raisins or chocolate chips for the mouth and the eyes. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? So he's not quite as tall as he was the day before. So something happened. I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. Now leaving their lawns and going to have some sort of activity. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice-cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. I love hot cocoa. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. Taking off, having some fun. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. So now they're doing some ice skating. It's another one of my favorite activities. Look at they're slipping and sliding all over the place. Some of them are knocked down. But they look like they're having fun. Nobody's hurt. Sometimes they start giggling, and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. Look, they're almost making like snow angels in the snow. They gather up their snowballs, the pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. How big and bright the moon is, shining the light down on them. Look at, they're using a broomstick for their bat and snowballs. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Look at how much fun they're having, their smiles. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Wahoo! They yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Okay, we got these bunch of snow people on the toboggan and this little guy out here on the tube. They look like they're having fun. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy. So they slowly gather up their things, and one by one they go. See, the sun is starting to come up, which tells them it's starting to be daytime. So they need to get back to their lawns. So they're humans. Don't wonder where they are. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. So that's why he looks like this. Show you the picture from the, so that's how he was built, right? And then by the next morning, after a long night of play, that's what the snowman looks like now. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now we're going to take some of the activities that the snowmen did, and we're gonna move a little bit, right? So very slowly and very carefully, I want you to stand up. I'm gonna move back a little so you can see my whole body, okay? So I want you to stand up nice and tall. Again, remember there's an imaginary circle around you, so you're not gonna go too far out of that. So stand nice and tall. Your feet are about a popsicle stick apart. Hands can be down by your side. And the first thing that we need before we can build our snowman is snow. So take your feet out a little bit more. Take one more step in both directions. Bring your arms way up like big stars. Maybe you wave your hands, twinkle your stars. Good. And now we're going to turn into snowflakes. Just take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly bend your knees and shake your hands down to the ground for falling snow. Good. Sweep your arms up. And exhale, twinkle down your snow. Good. Big inhale, come back up. Let's get a little bit more snow on the ground. Gently fold forward and send your snow down. Good. You can inhale, come back up. Let's become snow people now. Bring your arms out by your side. Pretend these are the branches that make up the arms. You extend them out nice and straight. Maybe you move your snowman a little bit here, twisting left and right. Again, staying in your space so that you don't hurt anybody. Good. All right. Hands can come down by your side. You can bring your feet in. Now our snowmen are ready to go have some fun. So the first thing they're going to do is go ice skating. So I'm just going to turn my body, but you don't need to turn yours. So I want you to take one arm, maybe your right arm, and hold it out in front of you. And then I want you to take the opposite knee, your left knee, and can you send it back a little? So this is a tricky balance pose, so if you're a little wobbly, that's okay, just walk your foot in. And then we're going to bring the foot back and the arm down. We're going to take the other arm out and bring your other foot back. Good. Now bring your legs together. We're going to alternate like that and pretend we're ice skating, okay? So send your arm up, your leg back. Arm comes in, leg comes in. Send your other leg, other arm. Good. We'll do a couple more rounds, pretending you're ice skating. Maybe you go swoosh, swoosh. Nice. Take one more on each side. 1, 2. Good. Feet come together. You can stand up nice and tall. Now slowly, gently bend over. Bring your knees down to the floor. Again, remembering your space. You can sit back on your feet and very gently bring your legs out in front of you. Good. Now bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. Use your hands to help support you here. We're going to go for a sled ride. You ready? So bring your hands underneath your knees. You can stay here, or you can rock just slightly back on your bottom, lifting your feet up. Good. Your belly, this might hurt your belly. Your belly might feel tight, like it's doing a lot of work. That's a good thing. Maybe you bring your arms out, and then maybe you rock a little side to side, because now we're sledding. Good. Sledding down that big hill like the snowman. Yee! Wahoo! We're almost at the bottom. Ready? Plant your feet back on the ground. Good. Now let's pretend to walk back up the hill. Move your arms back and forth. Good. Okay, we're at the top of the hill. Put your hands behind your knees again. Sit back. You ready to go down the hill again? Here we go. Arms come out. Rock a little side to side. We're sledding. Wahoo! Here we go. We're almost there. And bring your feet back down and land. snowman, we've gone ice skating, gone sledding. Now it's time to take a little bit of rest. So plant your hands very gently and slowly. If there's room, come down on your back. Put your legs out straight. Again, if there's room, hands come down by your side. Maybe you close your eyes. Good. Now we're going to take all of those activities and we're going to put them together one more time. And then when we come down for our rest, I'm going to keep you here a little bit longer. Okay? Okay, so sit back up, bend your knees, sit back up, slowly come to a seat. And come onto your knees. And then come up to standing. Good. Alright, so we're going to start all over again, and then we'll take a little rest. Spread your legs out, bring your arms up like a big star. Good, take an inhale. On your exhale, send your snow down to the ground. Good. Inhale, sweep back up. Exhale, send your snow down to the ground. Inhale, sweep back up. Exhale, send your snow back down to the ground. Good. Inhale, sweep up. Bring your legs together. Arms come out. Building our snow person. Good. Again, maybe you twist side to side. Nice. Good. Okay, hands come down by your side. You ready? We're going to go ice skating. So right arm comes up, left foot goes back. Bring your leg and your arm down. Left arm up, right leg back. Good. Now just start moving here. Like you're ice skating, right? Swoosh. 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 Good. One more on each side. Ready? 1, 2. Good. Come back together. Stand tall. Come down to your knees. Sit back on your bottom. Bring your legs out. We're going to go for a sled ride. Ready? Hands come behind your knees. Rock back. Arms might come out. And here we go. Let's take off. Wahoo! Good. Yeah, if it's too much, you can bring your arms down and you can still sled with us. Okay, we're almost at the bottom. We're almost there. Whew. Feet come down. We're at the bottom of the hill. Let's walk up to the hill. Then we're walking back up the hill. Watch out for any sleds coming down. All right, here we go. You ready for another sled ride? Take an inhale. And an exhale. Good. Hands come behind your knees. Rock back on your bottom. And let's go for another ride. Wahoo! This is fun. Okay, we're almost at the bottom. We're almost there. Oop, we just hit a big bump. Oops. Here we go. All right, bring your feet back down. We're at the bottom. You should bring your knees in a little bit closer. Take your arms and wrap around your knees. And tuck your chin. Give yourself a big hug, big squeeze. Really feel all the fun that we just had, the ice skating and the sledding. Give yourself one more big squeeze. And start to unroll. Start to come onto your back. Again, if you have room, you can bring your legs out. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe the adults in the room can turn the lights off for a moment. Just let your whole body sink into the floor. Resting after all that activity and play. Just letting your you know when it's time to come back to us. Just enjoy your rest. Okay, if you're ready, boys and girls, you can gently start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, open your eyes. Take a big inhale through your nose, and an exhale. Right. Now slowly and gently come up to a seated position, just like we started class with. Legs can be crisscrossed, hands can be on your knees. Since we did all that activity outside, I thought it might be nice if we had a cup of hot cocoa. So take your fingers in your hands, pretend you're holding a mug of hot cocoa. It's hot, but it's okay to hold. And when you inhale, can you smell the hot cocoa? And on your exhale, can you gently blow it? Cool it down. And then let's take a sip. Let's do that again. Inhale to smell the hot cocoa. Exhale to cool it down. And then let's take a sip. Good. Bring your hand back to your knees. I hope you enjoyed going on an adventure with me today in the snow. It was fun to pretend to be snowmen, skating and sledding. I hope that we get snow soon so we can all go out and enjoy a fun winter day. Thank you for joining me, boys and girls, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.